Well, hey everyone, welcome back to Kitchen Table TCG. My daughter picked out my shirt today. It's all smiley and good and happy. She loves it. Anyway, today we're going to do a booster box open. We're going to do an unlimited edition Crucible of War, as well as a new Crimson Vow from Magic the Gathering box opening. We're just going to have some fun with it. We're going to do the Flesh and Blood one first for you, for those of you who don't care at all about Magic. I personally, a lot of people give me a lot of hate for these box openings where I do two different games, but I think it's a lot of fun to compare things. I don't want to do just a video for Crimson Vow. That doesn't seem interesting to me or my viewers, but I think it's fun to compare two different games. I think it's fun to check out a new set or a new game that's out and have some fun with it. So that's what we're doing. If you don't like it, that's okay. You don't have to watch. It's fine. You can just watch the game that you want to watch, and it's really okay. So we got the new the Razor Reflex mat today. We will be live streaming my skirmish tonight at 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Should be a good time. So let's crack open this Crucible of War box. See if we can't pull ourselves something spicy. See if we can get a Shiana or a Shard. I don't think I've ever pulled a Shiana on camera. I did pull one Shiana from I did a little bit of a box opening for singles on Crucible of War. That's the only Shiana I've ever pulled. So maybe we can pull one on camera. That could be a lot of fun. Anyway, hope you're doing good. Let's talk a little bit about Crucible Unlimited. Prices are stabilized pretty well. Even like box prices have stabilized more than I thought they would. It doesn't seem like investors are scooping it up. Rousing Aether, Reinforce the Line. It doesn't seem like investors are scooping it up as much as I thought they would. Even Rudy mentioned in his video recently that he thinks that the print run for Crucible Unlimited is less than the print run for Crucible First, which is a little crazy. Blessing of Serenity. Man, that artwork. Look at that card. Some of the artwork in Crew is my favorite artwork in the whole game. So it's a great thought that Crucible Unlimited could be less. I don't know how much that is Rudy, and Rudy gets allocations that are different than everyone else. But I don't know if I fully believe it. Here we go. Rhinar, Soul Beach. Gosh, look at the artwork in this set. I love it. This set brings back so much nostalgia to me as like my first entry into the game. So I don't know. I don't know if I fully buy that. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the same print run, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's very close. Honestly, it wouldn't like absolutely rock my world if it was less. But Springboard Somersault and a Fine Center. That's a good hit. Fine Center, great card. Beautiful. That one was a playmat. So there's our first Majestic. Springboard Somersault, that one was short printed in Crucible First Edition in Unlimited, not short printed. I don't know. I just feel like the print run is going to be super interesting on this. I think if you are speccing on unlimited boxes, this is certainly the box to spec on. It's the print run compared to Arcane and WTR is not even close. I can promise you that. Not even in the same league. Not even the same game. Like it's like comparing two different games. Ooh, foil Fine Center. Boom. That's a good foil Majestic for the box. So I don't know. The print runs are going to be really interesting. I think that the market is still just, we're in a place where the game needs to grow with players. I think. I don't think that the speckers, other than a couple of D-Gen Unlimited speckers, I don't know that they are really going to be hitting this as much as we thought they would, because I feel like they would have already hit it, unless it's like they're waiting for stores. Like I got 2 boxes this week. And so there's still like a drip from distribution. It's kind of frustrating that drip exists. Rune Champ, foil Rune Champ. Kind of frustrating that drip exists. Oh, Unified Decree is Majestic. I always forget that card's Majestic because it doesn't really see much use. But as we get ready for this next supplemental set, I think it's really cool to look at what could be in the supplemental set, because this is a set where you have cards for every class, right? And then you do have some fun chase foils like the Shiana and the Shard. And there's only 2 legendaries in this set, in Shiana and the Tunic. But in the next set, there's going to be 3 legendaries. 3 Shianas. Can you imagine? So another foil Soulbead. Marvin Skies. So it'll be a lot of fun to open, I think. I think the next set will be a lot of fun to open. I love sets that are Majestic heavy. I think that that's like the best sets to open for, you know, value for your money. Salt the Wound. That's all. I always thought that was a really cool card. Artwork's fine, but the card itself gains +1 for each attack that's hit this combat chain. Really cool. I think that sets like this that have so much Majestic support and the value of the set is so spread out over like, you know, $7 to $8 cards, I think are really, really healthy. Foil Chain Lightning, man, our foils have been good. Foil Majestics have been a win. Chain Lightning and a fine center. I think that when you have all the value in legendaries, it prevents, it makes opening, in my opinion, I don't like that as much. I like boxes like this where you're opening it and your chance of getting value, oh, that was the foil. Your chance of getting value is, you're not going to have a huge spiky box where you're going to make, unless you hit a shard or, you know, one out of 10 legendaries, whatever, Cheyenne, but you're going to have a pretty even run. Cokes of Commotion, Louis' favorite card, everyone. I'm telling you, and it's seeing competitive play, and it's going to be the ultimate PvE card when they launch PvE, and it's good in Ultimate Pit Fight. You guys are all sleeping on Cokes of Commotion. I'm telling you right now, Cokes of Commotion. I'm biased. I've been buying them for 10 months. All right, KO. Okay, KO, most fun commoner deck you can play. I know it's rare, but we let you run any hero in our commoner league, and KO, super fun to play. The KO commoner, if you go back last week to my Thursday night stream and watch the stream where I was playing KO Commoner, easily the most fun I've had playing Flesh and Blood. I love it. So much fun. Overblast. All right, this box so far, not the hottest. But our foil Majestics have been pretty good. I guess it's been fine. We just don't have anything spicy. We're missing like a Tunic. We're missing like a Legendary. We're missing like a, I don't know. But see, like I'm saying, like the value of it is pretty much there. Like we got a foil Fine Center and a foil Chain Lightning and a couple $5 to $10 regular non-foil Majestics, and we probably made our money back. We probably got $80 to $90 back on this box so far. Cindering Foresight. Oh, Spoils of War. All right, what's going to happen with Spoils of War? What do you think? Because Spoils of War used to be a great card. It was really used in Blitz, and now we're starting to see Blitz season coming back. Is that a spec right now? It's interesting. Spoils of War is one that I think will be a really interesting thing to see how many new players have come into the Flesh and Blood world, because Dorinthia is very, very popular in Blitz and not as popular in CC. So will that translate to like newer players wanting to build her, or will something like Briar just overtake and will take your CC deck and you'll just turn it into a Blitz deck? I don't know, but Spoils of War used to have a little bit more energy behind it. All right, as we get to the close, our Majestics have been fantastic. Spoils of War used to be the best Majestic in the set, other than Gorganian Tome. Another Chain Lightning. This was the print run that was like perfect. Like you're only gonna get 6 Majestics. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have one more Majestic to come for sure. Like it's every single box has exactly 6 Majestics. It's crazy. Like the way, like the amount that they were able to make sure that your box was even in this set, in this printing of this set, in the unlimited printing, was absolutely crazy to me. Like it was so good. So good. Skullhorn. See, there's our last Majestic. We won't get any more Majestics. All right, that's a good box. This is a good box. We probably hit $100, I bet. I bet you hit $100, Evie. Good stuff. We got good cards. All right, last pack. Give us the last pack skull. No, boo. All right, that was pretty good though. We did good. We got our 6 Majestics. We got foil Fine Center, which is a good hit, and a foil Chain Lightning, which is a pretty good hit. And then we got Cokes of Commotion, so Louis happy. And then Spoils of War and Fine Center. So, and Skullhorn. Got an equipment. I'd say that was a pretty good box. I'm going to just guess at the value. I'm going to say we're at $100. 95 to 100. I don't know. That seems pretty good to me. All right, let's crack open. Those of you who are here to see another new Magic the Gathering set, we're going to talk about it a little bit. I don't know much about it. This will be really my first look at the cards. I've kind of paid attention to a couple content creators that I watch while I'm, hanging out in my life. I still watch a couple Magic content creators just to stay up in touch with what's going on in that world. I feel like I can at least be aware of it. Oh, there's a box topper. I didn't know that. That's hilarious. I can pay attention. Oh man, they put this box topper in there on top of a piece of paper. Gosh, good job, Magic. I'm gonna rip it getting off. You guys want to do the box? We'll do the box topper. You want to do the box topper first? I'm not gonna make you wait till last. That seems ridiculous. That seems like it seems like a content creator move to keep you here to the end of the video. You'll stay to the end anyway, right? Because you love me? Never mind. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens. Box topper. I kind of like that they put it on there, although it seems difficult to get out. All right, here we go. So I think what we're looking for... Oh, okay, it's a bad one. It wasn't good. We did not hit the box topper. I didn't realize it was double-sided. So not a good one. We're looking for the Soren the Merciless box topper. So I'm guessing this one's not going to be worth much because it's an uncommon, and I'm sure that the collector boosters are full of them. It's kind of cool though. Flip cards, I don't know. Oh wait, is this the ones where they're the same? Speaking of upkeep, you may. Oh yeah, it's here. So there's another. Oh, it's the secret layer that's out right now, where the cards are the same on the front and the back side. Like they're flip cards, but they're the same card front and back. Seems horrible to me. All right, let's slow it down. Now that we got through the Flesh and Blood video, for those of you who are just here for the fun, let's hop in. Crimson Val, man. So the last Innistrad set, I didn't open any, but it didn't have, I don't know. There's a huge conversation about the amount of vampires that are in it. All right, so we got Voice of the Blessed. Oh, okay, these swamps look pretty cool. I do like the art. The thing is that they're adding so many land cards now, where it's like it's one of those things where like if everything is special, they're all just not special, and they have no value. But it is kind of cool to make a commander deck. You guys want to go through a little bit? We'll see what's in here. We got wolves and spirits and birds and wolves and scorpions, some vampire stuff, evolving wilds, of course. Retrieve, typical Magic set. Consuming Tide. So there's not a whole lot of value in the rare slot. Most of your value in the set so far is in the mythic slot. Cultivator Colossus is a green that's worth a lot of money. Necroduality is a blue that's worth a lot of money. But your most valuable card's still about like $16. Markup. I do have Splendid Reclamation. That used to be worth some money. I bet you that's like worth nothing. I bet they reprinted it to Oblivion and it's worth like nothing now. And the plains. So I like the swamps. I don't love the plains in this because they look like swamps. Like they're just not different enough. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I get it that they have the border and stuff, but the plains don't do it for me. All right, here we go. But you got vampires, and so they're doing this weird. They did this weird duel set, and that's one of the things I wanted to talk about. I hope that they don't do it again. I did not like it at all. Like the whole idea of like two sets, like just do one lantern flare, okay? Cleave. You may cast the spell for its cleave class if you do remove the words in square brackets, so it deals X damage to target and you gain X life. If you do remove the words in the square, so you can pay 2 and have this deal X damage to target creature or planeswalker, and you gain X life. If you do the cleave cost, X is not the number. Oh, you pay for it. Okay, I gotcha. Interesting. That took me way too long to understand that card. Swamp. I like the swamps. They did this dual set thing, right? Where they had Innistrad Crimson Val and Innistrad Midnight Hunt, and I hate that. And now they're trying to do a all right, there's our foil. Now they're trying to do like a dual pack Alchemist Gambit. They're trying to do like a dual pack Massive Might. There's our first foil. I do like that foil. I don't like foils in every pack anymore. It just seems too much to me now. Now that I don't know. I don't like foils in every pack. I'm just gonna say it. They don't do that in Magic. They do that in Flesh and Blood. Voldhorn board. Oh, and it flips over to a Bloodghast Summoner. So they did this whole thing where they're like, hey, we're going to do a set and then we're going to do another set. It's the same world, but it's like, and now they're trying to bundle them together in a box. And it's like, come on, guys, just like make a set. Like, why does it have to be? All right, there's our first Majestic. It's a white Majestic. Saver of Olenbach. Training. Human Soldier. 1/2. Whenever it trains, exile up to one other target creature. When it leaves the battlefield, put the exile. All right, cool. Put a 1/1 counter. First Majestic. I don't think that one's very good. And our Grollanok, the Omnivore. Legendary Frog. I'm sure that's a miss on the Simic colored rare foil. And then you still have the day and night. I don't know. It just seems like a lot to do two sets that are the same and are supposed to work together. It seems like you should have just like honed it into one set. But I gotta say, like, I appreciate that they're trying to do new things, even though they're just like going back to their old sets. But I don't know. Not my favorite block either. I was never a huge Innistrad fan. It always felt like kind of forced lore to me, with not enough depth. Sensia or Uprising. It always seemed like forced lore with not enough depth that like they didn't hone in enough on. Like all these different magic worlds that aren't really connected. It seems so convoluted. That's one of the things I love about Flesh and Blood is like the lore all seems like, and it's newer, and that's the argument there. But the lore is all honed in to one realm. Whereas you have all these planes and Innistrad and this huge verse and like just so it's hard. Ooh, volatile Arcanist, is that one of the ones? So we got a red Majestic, green and blue Majestics seem to be the only thing worth much money. This is not on the top page, so it's under $5. Interesting, very interesting. Not very good Majestic so far. I don't know. I think that there's a lot to do with the way that they do these sets and the success of them. You can hardly get these. Like the print run of this was really low so far. You can hardly get any from distribution. Also, like they cut off draft boosters, and so then you can only get set boosters. Like I'm a big draft fan for Magic the Gathering. I don't love just like opening Magic packs like I'm doing right now. Mana Film Health Kite. Alright, a dragon that's not on there. You always have a dragon in Magic that's not worth anything. Our Majestics have been poo-poo. Gutter Sulker. But, the idea behind trying to push people to just open packs and not play and the draft thing, I don't know. I wish that draft boosters were still like the pinnacle of Magic the Gathering, but I understand that the difference is that you have they have less packs and they charge the same amount for set boosters, so it's like Wizards is making the same amount of money. Like I get that. I just, as a consumer, I don't love it. Welcoming Vampire, and even as a store, I'd rather have people be able to play and enjoy the product in multiple ways rather than just opening it. And then you have all these different variants. Like somebody was saying, oh, Chandra, Dressed to Kill. There we go. Planeswalker. That's one of the ones. Dressed to Kill. The full borderless is worth 13, so that's going to be worth like 7. Aim for the head, but there we go. Chandra. Let's check out Chandra. Dressed to Kill. Add 1. It deals up to 1 damage to up to 1 player. Planeswalker. That's cool. She comes in for 3. Exile the top card of your library. If it's red, you may cast it this turn. That's pretty good. Some basically draw. Exile the 5 cards in hand. You may cast red spells from among them this turn. Oh my gosh. And you get an emblem with whenever you cast a red spell, deals X damage to target where X is the amount of mana. Wow. That's a pretty dang good 3-cost Planeswalker. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. That's a pretty good 3-cost Planeswalker. I'm saying that's a good card. That's going to see some mono play, I think. I'm so out of the Magic meta. Anything I say is not worth it. Helena and Elena Partners. I have been in talks with my Commander group about getting back together and playing some Commander now that I've gotten kind of a routine in my life and the channel has kind of got some action, some steadiness to it, and it's not just like, it's still grind, but I've gotten a rhythm with it. Trying to get back with some of my commander group to hopefully play again in the next couple months. I haven't played Magic in 10 months probably, and I do miss a little bit of the fun kind of playing with friends, which is something that I miss doing for Magic for sure. But I don't have any interest in Standard, the way that they do things and the way that like it just seems like it's broken all the time. I don't love this new border. It just doesn't really do anything to me. I don't know. It just doesn't seem special at all. Death Capglade. All right, this is the cycle for land. Enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or other lands. Ugh, it's not very good. It's not flippable. But full art. There we go. Not very good effect there. I guess if you're looking to fill out a commander deck and you don't have other lands, and there's just so many lands that don't enter tapped that like it's like, why would you ever put any lands that ever enter tapped if you can afford them or if you have them in your collection? Path of Peril. Interesting. Another cleave. Destroy all creatures. So I like that cleave cost. It's basically, but it's basically just a 2 card. Like, you remember the cards are like 2 cards on 1. It's basically the same thing. I don't know. I do have a commander deck that's vampires. Maybe there's stuff in here. Probably not. Oh, all the way back in the foil. There we go. Foil dual land. I'm sure there's some value there. What else do we get? Another Splendid Reclamation. I'm sure that's just been printed to oblivion. I think that's part of some of the frustration with Magic and Modern Magic recently is that the amount of reprints, I go back and forth. Because it's like the same thing with Unlimited for Flesh and Blood. It's like, why invest in modern cards when you could invest in reserve list cards or cold foils, right? And so like for me, it's, I don't really care. Like I want modern to be accessible to new players, not this like format that only rich people can play. So Ill-Tempered Loner. The artwork in this set's just too dark. It's just too dark. It's not, there's nothing special about it. You know what I mean? Like there's just nothing like, I don't know. It just feels like Innistrad art. If that makes sense. I thought that was an Edgar Markov. Dying to Serve. All right, that one's pretty cool. That's pretty cool artwork. That would be a dope playmat. Zombies. I used to have a zombie deck was the first Magic the Gathering deck. No, sorry, my first commander deck, but second Magic the Gathering deck I ever made too. Zombies, like a blue-black zombie deck. Super fun to play. Blue-black Diregraph? Is that what that's called? All right, here's one of these Dorinthia Vengeful Dorothea? Vengeful Victim. That art's kind of cool. I don't know. It just doesn't do it for me. It just, this set, the artwork and the themes, I don't know. Innistrad's just not my jam, man. It's just not. It never interested me, even back in first Innistrad. Cemetery Desecrator. All right, so 6 cost black, zombie, mythic. Big creatures in mythic never do much for Magic. All right, there we go. And a Syncopate. All right, here we go. As we get to the end of this, I think that there's a lot of wallet fatigue that's stuck in Magic the Gathering. I think there's a lot of just off the back of Modern Horizons 2. I just think that this is a set where a lot of people are just going to skip. Like they're just not going to be interested in it at all. I haven't been paying attention enough to the meta to like understand, will you need cards from this set or not? I feel like based on, the attitude of what I've seen lately, there's just not anything that's going to be super needed. And the amount of singles with the collector's boxes and all that stuff tends to like even it out anyway. So like, I think that this is one of those sets that maybe long term doesn't get invested in as heavy, but I just don't think it has the eye appeal either. Enters the battlefield, gain control target creature of main event, less than a number of well, that's pretty cool. It's like the border. It's just like when every set there's a new border. There's no like in Magic, in Flesh and Blood, like the border means something and it's unique to a location and it's fun and has lore, and like these borders, it's just like, I don't know. Just doesn't do it for me. Faith-bound Judge, another miss on a Majestic, I think. Spirit Soldier 3 cost Defender Flying Vigilance. Whew. It's a lot of things. Sinner's Judgment. Enchant player at the beginning of the upkeep put a judgment counter on Sinner's. Then the 3 more. Enchant player loses the game. Oh my gosh. That's a great commander card. There you go, commander cards. That's the other thing. They put all these cards for non-standard in here. And like what I loved about Commander was it felt like a format that was like created by the players, and like it then when they started making cards specific for Commander, it just kind of lost it for me. It's like, come on guys, just like let us enjoy it and like figure it out. Like when they started making cards specific for Commander, it kind of ruined Commander for me. Bloodsworn Spire and a Torrent's Fist of Angels. That, see, I like that. I kind of like the black and white. Kind of like the black and white theme. I don't love the border though, and I don't love that there's all sorts of different. I try to like it. The black and white theme's okay. It's just that everything. Oh, a foil island. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Foil. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know anymore. Here we go. Last 2 packs. All in all, I'm just not super excited about the set. I thought maybe opening it, I would fall into it a little bit after looking at some of the cards, but artwork's kind of cool. Pretty cool. What's it? Reckless Impulse. What are they doing? A Snitcher looks at their creation and sees the results of years of study and hours of toil. A devil sees a new plaything. Interesting. I don't know. Angie, Maid of Dishonor, legendary creature. I think that there's some cool stuff in here. I don't think that Innistrad just does it for me. I just don't think that the set and the theme. That's one of the things whenever you have like series and lores and like it divides the player base. Blood Vile Purveyor. So like then you have a group of people who just like don't like Innistrad, so they don't do it. And I don't love that either. So anyway. I hope you guys have a great day. Let me know what you think about Innistrad and about Crucible and whatever. Make sure if you're here for Flesh and Blood, you check out the skirmish tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope you guys have a great day. Remember, be kind to the people around you, and we'll see you again next video.